must respect that seat. And other people who are struggling to come into that seat must also respect that seat. Because if they don't respect that seat, when they eventually come
They
in,
get there.
yes, they expect other people to respect that seat. It's not going to happen. You know, no matter, people have made their mistakes. Yes, like the other person said that there's no government that will achieve or solve all the problems of the people. Every government is given a capacity. Governor Leche has been given his own capacity by God to do what he cannot do beyond what the capacity given to him. He can do below. Now, it's the whole situation, I see it as having served for 7 and how many months left. It's not at the interest of, and he's not coming back. This is last tenor. And what the man is trying to do so that they will not give him an inglorious exit. It's not worth it.
So are you implying that issues that have been raised, like, sidetracking
Why
the
did they wait
State
till
Assembly?
now? They might be valid, like you rightly said. Okay? I didn't know when they started this.
He said early last year.
Yeah, but why must you wait till now to begin to? And don't forget, you have to link it up.
Let's answer that question.
There is no
Why?
time. I believe that there's no time that wrong is right. But what happens is, I've said, the doctrine of necessity, which is the fulcrum of the jurisprudence law.
Okay.
It exists.
Let's
impeachment.
Why did you wait till now to bring this to the fore? If it's something you started last year.
Indeed, I did say here very clear that we have been waiting for a very vital and unchallenging and indeed a very reasonable evidence.
But there hasn't been any.
We have not been able
There
to lay
is still no evidence.
up till now.
Addendum.
We have said, indeed, I am a lawmaker that believes in holistic view of the situation. If you don't do it, secondly, they recently brought up this issue. The day the House went into session to serve this impeachment notice, like my very self, we were not there. Very few of them moved in. And then if I was there, I would say, have you been able to lay hand on the evidence? That has been my word.
But you are in the opposition party,
Of course I am.
aren't you?
Yes.
And it's interesting that you didn't jump at a chance to impeach the governor with or without evidence.
He's a credible personality.
Indeed, for me, I believe that there is tomorrow. There is tomorrow. Governor come, governor go. Our state remains.
Ebonyi remains.
Ebonyi remains.
And I wish to inform you,
and at this moment, he has number of days. Immediately there is governor-elect, president-elect. His value in the state is reduced by 80%.
All these accusations. We did try to reach out to the other party. We spoke to Honorable Odah.
Yes.
Who was supposed to be here, but he said he lost a relative and cannot.
When I talked ahead, you just reminded me of something now. That area where I said the issue was no longer to instill probity and sanity in the system, in the state, but has been politicized. Why would street youth, market women be calling honorable members to do their job? Why would he himself, in the last visit of this place, when he has an interface with one honorable Eni who was in Abuja, said if Battery want to be Labour, let him be Labour. If he want to be PDP, let him be PDP. Why are you inserting that?
Yeah, we saw our pep riders also protesting at one point.
Good, and those kind of nonsense.
I will to give you information. You mentioned Odah.
Now, in that very aspect of
because
it, you have indeed derailed from the constitutional approach. He showed you a document that was produced 2009. Maybe talked about company, appropriation of company. We are not looking at. I am my group.
I'm beginning to wonder, Mr.
I want to give you information.
Really, you're the opposition, right?
Yes,
okay, I'm coming.
Madam, yes, I wish to give you information.
We're coming, we'll bring it in. Yes.
You know, the same information they are giving as to constitute the impeachment of the governor, the same information they have forwarded before ICPC, before EFCC. And I wish to stay here. And I'm giving kudos to EFCC and the ICPC because they have become much more refined under the government of President Jonathan. Their lies you mentioned Odah. Politically and socially, he has been a bull in the China shop. in the politics
Please,
of Ebonyi State.
rather you keep it on issues,
Yes.
not personal, please.
Yes,
Because
he
he's not
has
here to
been
defend him.
the surrogate of the PDP stakeholders in Ebonyi State raising these issues. For example, I wish to state that they said the governor took 20 billion naira of a bond in 2010, whereas what we assessed was 16.5. He is here. He said that the governor has not been financing the bond, and then it's a grievous offense if the governor has not been financing the bond, because Securities and Exchange Commission would have raised their head against that. Nigerian Stock Exchange would have raised their head. Nigerian investors and trustees that are entirely the agents of
Is
Securities
it true
and
that the
Exchange.
governor's sons are part of government establishment as directors?
Part of government
Directors in government establishment, government
The
board.
governor's son is over and above 18 years. He can own a company. He can own a share.
Is he
in
part
any,
of a board, of a government board?
Let them prove it. I'm not aware of that. But even if, I'm saying, he is qualified. Because if we open a company and you are the governor's father or governor's mother, there is no law that says you cannot have interest in your business. But what the law forbids is undue interest.
Nepotism.
Nepotism. Undue interest.
Dr. Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah, I see wear my cap as a commentator on national issues and politics and all that. And I would like to trace all these things back to the time that PDP had their primaries, and when they presented the former Minister of Health, and some objected to it, and went into, and he was he wasn't favored. And since that time, every other thing is all about politics. What do we do, to put our political interests and all that. So PDP moved, divided into many groups. And all the parties in the state, they are all PDP people. ABGA is PDP, APC is PDP, PDP is PDP, PDP is PDP, Labour Party is PDP. And, because Ebonyi, it used to be a PDP state, no doubt. But all these disenfranchised people, because of one struggle, the same struggle, disgruntled, they are now moving to other places. And that is what is causing all this. It's all about interests.
Okay, Dr. Wednesday.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to put on the cap of the governorship candidate.
Yes.
All this squabbling that you say PDP is PDP, APC is PDP, Labour Party is PDP, is that benefiting you in any way? Are you a beneficiary in any way of all these squabbles?
Well, no, the thing is that Ebonyi State need a change. The situation in Ebonyi State is so critical that we should not leave it in the hands of politicians. And I'm not a typical politician. I'm just using politics as a platform because the law requires that to bring about the change that Ebonyi State requires, to contribute my own quota. My interest is not in what is going on. Is that there are issues. How is it benefiting the people of Ebonyi State? The people. That is my focus. All this fight, is it benefiting the people? The answer is no. I'm only interested in what is good for the people. And that's why sometimes when they quarrel and all that, we keep going, talking to people, say, look, because I said to them, the youth, if they want a future, if you keep doing what you're doing over and over and if you're not expect a change, you're not going to get it. That's what they say is insanity. So the future of Ebonyi State lies in the hands of people like me, not, your typical people that have, but the thing is that whatever be their interests, let it not be to disenfranchise Ebonyi people. That is just the thing. They can quarrel as much as they want. But the point is that this impeachment is self-seeking. That's the point where I stand. That's why I came here to say, I was invited here to come and be, I'm a neutral person. I'm neither here nor there. I'm friends to them, incidentally.
Myself, I'm a victim.
Yeah.
Have you seen any evidence to all these allegations that have been made?
No, you see, for me, it's just reading the pages of newspaper. I haven't seen any oil company. I know that there's oil in his own area, oil and gas, since 1948. There has not been, they put it as a